everyone, this is NASCAR 98. If you like NASCAR, please subscribe. We're playing the season mode here in NASCAR 98. We're looking forward to the next NASCAR game coming out. Let's take a look at our season, and we had our first DNF last week. Had a battle there with Ted Musgrave for 9th place at Sears Point, and I guess he had enough of me. He put me in the wall, and that ended my day. So we've had 2 wins, 5 top 10s. We don't finish in the top 5 unless we win, it seems like. We had a pole and won in Atlanta, 9th, started 9th, and finished 7th at Belmont, which is a fantasy track. Started 12th, finished 1st at Texas. Bristol, we started 9th, finished 9th. Salt Basin, which is a fantasy track, started 10th, finished 7th. And Sears Point, we started 3rd, and we were running top 10 there. And yeah, ended up finishing, I guess, 23rd. There was one car out ahead of us there, or had got out before we did. So next few tracks, we got Charlotte. This is the Coke 600, so the longest race of the year. So I hope you're ready for that. And Pine Ridge is the next fantasy track, and then Michigan. So pretty excited about that. Let's take a look at the standings, see where we are. Right now we're 5th. We've dropped 1 spot the last 2 races. I guess finishing 7th isn't good enough to keep 3rd in the rankings, and then I had a DNF, so I dropped from 4th to 5th last race. So pretty stout competition, I'd say. People who are finishing up front generally stay there. They don't have a bad race or anything, it seems like. It's really tough, actually. You have to really be like top 5 every race to win this championship, it seems like. So, yeah, probably just top, 7 or so are probably still in it for the championship. Although it's going to be difficult. I just don't know if I really see it, if you're outside the top, I don't know, maybe 3 or so, it's going to be difficult to even get up there. But otherwise, you still got a mathematical chance. Some of the notables outside the top 10 here, we got, remember this is 1997, so Jeff Burton, that's kind of a bit of a surprise, but I know this is kind of based off the 96 season, so he was about this ranking. And then Dale Earnhardt, 15th. Wow. Bill Elliott down there in 16th. So kind of surprised by some of these names that have not made it into the top 10 in points. And we're doing, I think, David Green a favor here, running top 5. This is pretty cool. All right, let's see what Bob Jenkins says about Charlotte.
Good afternoon, I'm Bob Jenkins for EA Sports, reporting from Charlotte Motor Speedway, the mecca of motorsports, with round 7 of the NASCAR Championship Racing Series and the Coca-Cola 600. Charlotte is the longest race in the series. Driver endurance and car reliability are essential to running a competitive race.
I feel like he's at Darlington at every one of these recordings, but Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte, North Carolina, 1.5 mile. We've won all the 1.5 miles so far this season, which there's only been 2. Those seem to be our better tracks in this game. But I'll see y'all after practice and qualifying. Hello everyone, we got the pole, and Rusty will be starting alongside of us here. We've got these 1.5 mile figures out, but that's the only thing we've figured out. And I don't know why in the world it takes 43 seconds to get around Charlotte. It's supposed to be 1.5 miles, but it sure seems longer than 1.5 miles. So I think they must have oversized this track in the video game. Yeah, it should be like 30 seconds, not 43 to get around here. So we'll go ahead and see the rest of the grid here. All right, looks like Mike Skinner's gonna be shotgun on the field here.
The green flag is out.
So 100 laps here is going to be a long time. So we need a lot of patience, take good care of everything, fuel, tires, whatever we can. 206 mile an hour top out at here. It's kind of crazy. It's like Rusty's catching me now. He's got Terry Labonte alongside. So we led the first lap of the Coke 600. That's pretty cool. Well, I just got passed on both sides here. And passed them back. Okay. So it looks like they're faster through the corners. I'm faster on the straightaways. Gotta be careful, I got taken out last time by AI. So that's still in the back of my head. Like, how in the world did that happen? It's pretty wild to me how close these cars stay together, but sometimes they spread apart. It's kind of hard to predict. Wow. I'm just 5 laps into this. Well, I finished 4 laps. We're not quite finished to the 5th lap, but this is wild. Seems like with the car setups in this game, you're either like really good in the corners or really good on the straightaways. It's kind of hard to get both best of both worlds. Don't want to be sliding any, especially this early in the race. Wow, they're just really beating and banging back there. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I can hear it, and then in the mirror I can just see them going side to side. So our top speed's 207 now. Looks like our tires are starting to wear some. I don't know how many times we'll have to pit in a 600 mile, which we're only doing 150 of that. But how many times we'll have to pit? Normally we have to pit once in a race, unless it's a road course, then we don't have to pit any necessarily. Oh. Alright, Terry got the lead and we took the lead back. And Terry's been leading the point standings. Incredible what he's been doing this year. Him and his brother and Jeff Gordon, Dale Jarrett even. They've been having phenomenal runs week after week after week. So consistent. And then I had a DNF last week, so not as consistent as the AI. So I know the AI, I guess damage is set on realistic, but it seems not to be realistic unless you get a tire knocked off of you. Which even that's not realistic, it just pops off the tire. It's not like it's integral with the car. It's like a pin or something, it just pops off. Alright, so we're on lap 10 of 100 here. I know when I recorded the Coke 600 in the last game, I had an issue with my electronics and it had quit recording and corrupted the file, but then I realized about halfway through the race. But at least y'all got to watch the last half of the Coke 600, so hopefully this time you'll get to see the whole thing. But that was the only race I had any technical difficulty with. It's actually the only video. Well, I'd take it back. I had one video in F125 have an issue once, but 2 videos, not too bad considering how much I've recorded. It's been pretty reliable. So I apologize for that, but hopefully today you're going to enjoy the whole thing. It's a long race, longest race of the season. We're starting to catch a lapper here. Looks like maybe Jeremy Merrifield. These cars are kind of weird how they swerve around you and stuff. Man, couldn't get my car to turn after I washed up the track. You get up there in those marbles, you can't turn. You gotta stay on the best line. Wow, Terry just hit me. It's like another lapper up there. Got Bill Elliott behind us. Mark Martin here behind us. 15 laps down, 85 to go. Wow, Terry Labonte back there playing ping pong. And he looks like he's the ball, not the paddle. Man, I hear people beating and banging on each other. It's crazy. So it looks like about a quarter, maybe a third of our fuel's gone. So might be able to make it to halfway on fuel. Martin's on our tail. Mark appears to be better in the corner, but we're better on the straightaway. Looks like now we're catching John Andretti. And Jeff Bodine. We lapped both of them. So Charlotte is the base for NASCAR, the home of NASCAR. It's a beautiful facility. I've been here for one Coke 600. I've been to the track another time besides that. It's like Terry Labonte and Mark Martin are back there beating on each other. Looks like Ward Burton's up ahead. Man, Terry and Mark, they just keep going at it, don't they? No loss, love lost there. Looks like maybe Sterling Marlin's decided to come up here and mix it up. Man, sounds like a hammer, doesn't it? They just keep hitting each other. And I think it might be Ted Musgrave up ahead. This is kind of awkward. He took me out last race and now I'm lapping him. I think up ahead is Hut Strickland. Wow. Terry Labonte and Hut Strickland's beating it on each other now. Mark Martin's like, get me away from that crazy guy. Now Terry's beating on me. We're getting a high top speed of 208 now. Tires must be wearing a little bit more. Wow. They're really just going at it.
Great move.
Man, they just keep hitting each other. They're both dishing it out. It's like a hammer. So we lapped Kyle Petty, and here's Jeff Burton. And 25 laps are done. In the books. Yeah, it looks like we're not halfway on fuel, so if we can save our tires, we might be able to make it halfway and pit. And then go the other half. I don't know what the status of our tires are. Are we lapping Jeremy Mayfield again? Still don't know why it takes 43 seconds to get around Charlotte. It's kind of bizarre. Alright, there's I think Ricky Craven. Ouch, Ricky. What are you doing, brother? Whoa! There's more people trying to take us out. Let's try to get low here. We're stuck up high there in the way of everybody. Wow, we're back in 11th now. Oh, oh. Gotta get going here. There we go. Alright. So yeah, lapper there put us in the wall. Was not expecting that. I think these cars just want to hit. That's their goal, is when they're next to you is to, whoa, wow. My car just broke loose there. Not sure why. That's kind of peculiar. So I guess I'm gonna have to take it a little bit easier in the corners here. Maybe I should have made handling a little bit bigger of a thing rather than top speed and the car setup. I don't know. Oh, there we go again. Not sure why that is. It just starts left. It's like a tight, loose. Whoa! It's so sudden too. Yeah, this is the physics of this is nowhere like the last game. This is not as realistic. Not sure why my car keeps darting left. I don't even have worn tires according to the game. Whoa! Happened again. I think we're just losing ground at this stage. I wonder if maybe we should pit. We're about a third of the way. We could split it up into thirds so we don't have to deal with this so much. Maybe we could do a 40-40-20 or something. I don't know. This is pretty rough. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, we don't want to lose a tire. We're going to pit. This is not fun just to ride around like that. I don't know if I can make up enough difference after pitting by doing this or not. I know everybody else has to pit. Maybe there'll be a caution come out after everybody else pits, and then I'm back on the lead lap again. Yeah, it's long pit road. Yeah, it kills you how long this pit road is as far as time goes. Yeah, tire conservation is a lot tougher in this game. It's not like the last game where you could kind of, you know, take it easy and make it. It's a lot tougher in this one. Cars are pretty spread out here now. I wonder if there's any cars banging against each other. Might be unlikely that we get a caution unless something happens during the pit cycle. So maybe 40 laps are done, might be 41, I could be a lap down. Just past Ted Musgrave, who took us out last time. I don't know if I should really blame him or not. We were both really going hard at it, and I got the short end of the stick. Up to 16th. So we made it up to mid-pack now from the back. Everybody else has to pit once, so if we pit once, maybe whatever position we're up to, it'll still work out. We're trying to make it to lap 70 on this set of tires. So we gotta make it 26 more laps. We put 9 laps on them. Or 8. It's a long race. We're not even halfway yet. Kind of gives you appreciation for those race car drivers that give it all they got, but their car's not all that good, and they kind of ride around the back and mid-pack and stuff. Especially a 600-mile race, not even 150 like what we have here. Pretty cool seeing the Unocal 76 ball. Beautiful sky with some clouds there. Great blue color. You can kind of see the front stretch popping up as you drive along. It's not always there. Looks like there's farm country behind it, and then suddenly, oh, there's... It's kind of interesting. So we're behind Dale Earnhardt here, and Ernie Irvin. And Jeremy Mayfield. We're back up to 11th now. So it might work out for us doing the 3-stop strategy. I think I just saw somebody go down pit road. Alright, so we're gonna make it 20 more laps on this set of tires. Yeah, the person I thought went down pit road was someone behind us. So I don't know, maybe we're on the lead lap here. Maybe we were at the tail end of the lead lap before we pitted. Or just when we came off pit road, I mean. No, people are pitting and we're not gaining spots, so maybe we are a lap down.
The leader is pulling into the pits.
Ah, the leader's going down pit road now. If that's the case, we're like a lap and a half down. If we're a lap down. Be nice to know if you're on the lead lap or not. It's just kind of a guess. Hey, watch out for these people coming off pit road. They'll just take you out. They don't care. That's why I kind of sent it into that corner to try to get into the corner ahead of them. I had one come off pit road, flying through the air with somebody else and hit me. Surprised we're not gaining any spots to these people pitting. Not even one spot, like from 10th place pitting. I'll make it 17 more laps on these tires. Looks like that car is pitting. Uh-oh, we got a beat fest up here. Or beat down. Still gotta make it 16 more laps on these tires. Yeah, I can tell they're starting to wear down. Alright, we're in 10th right now. So if I do a two-stopper, it's going to be kind of interesting. I don't know if I'll make it back to the top 10 or not. So 11 more laps. Before we might pit again. So we're 3.8 seconds behind Wallace. We don't know which one. Whoa. Put on the brakes too hard there. Or was my car swerving left again? I'm not sure which. We got 9 more laps till we're planning on pitting. See if we can make it that far. Seem to be pretty even with these people now. Wow. Yeah, 43-second laps, 100 of them. That's a much longer race than 30-second laps with 100 of them. This race is really dragging by compared to the 1996 game. So we're holding on here, I guess, with 9th place. We're not really losing or gaining ground. They're about 2.5 seconds ahead of us. We're planning on pitting here in about 5.5 laps. Which will drop us down, but we might be able to get back into the top 10. Maybe. Particularly if we can hold on to this, like going same pace as 9th place. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no, not again. And it started again. Alright, we gotta baby this thing and try and make a few more laps so that way we don't have to deal with this at the end of the race. Yeah, we lost 8 seconds there on Wallace. Oh man, maybe a couple more laps. Yeah, we're still losing their ground. So maybe it's not really worth it to gain positions, but it's worth it to maintain position. I can get back to where I was before I had the issue. Alright, we'll try to pit next lap by. If we drop as low as 22nd, then, or lower than 22nd, we probably cannot get back up to 10th place before the end of the race. Alright, I don't think we need fuel. No. Just tires, probably. Yeah, should we get fuel? We're pretty close. Yeah. We'll go ahead and get it. Alright, so this time we'll have to make it 30 laps, so it'll be a little bit less than the last couple times. So what to expect towards the end of the race, it'll really fall off there. So we're still in 11th. I'm shocked. We only lost 1 spot. Or maybe it doesn't update it once you're on pit road. Well, maybe that was 12th place right there. I don't know. It's too bad I can't just get like a certain amount of fuel, not the full amount. Because I felt like we were close. I thought we might be able to make it. Felt like we might be a little bit lighter, go a little bit faster once we, you know, we're almost empty on fuel. Wow. How do we go from 12th up to 10th? Well, we already made it back to the top 10 again. Might be a long way to 9th. So it looks like we won't win this mile and a half. Well, we won the first two, which is pretty cool. So it looks like our video has went over the hour mark, which is pretty long for one of our racing videos. I think we've had right at the hour mark before. We've had some football games go a little bit over an hour. I think the longest video I've ever done is about 65 minutes. So this one looks like it's going to beat it. This might be the longest ever video I've recorded. Oh, gotta stay out of the wall. Getting too excited about how long the video is. So if you've been to the NASCAR Hall of Fame, you know what it's like, but if you haven't, it's pretty cool. It's actually in Charlotte. The track here called Charlotte is actually in Concord. It's a little bit like northeast-ish of the Charlotte downtown. So. Alright, so I think these are a bunch of lead lap cars here. Whoa! Wow. So I think we're a lap down for sure. If we're going faster than these people, we're pretty fast. We have single lap speed pretty fast. Of course, we got the pole. But I think the thing that's killing us is longevity of our speed. It's just not there. And no cautions this race. Kind of interesting. We were hoping for a bit of a break there earlier. Remember one race we got, I think it was Bristol, we had a pretty big break. Caution came out right when the leader was on her tail. So I think the Wallace that we're chasing is Rusty Wallace, because we just passed Kenny Wallace. So we got probably 19 laps to go for a lap down. Although I think it's quit showing me the differential to the person ahead and behind now. I don't know why. I don't know what those orange things are in the middle. The infield there. Wow. This race is not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. That was not for position. So I'm still puzzled over this 43-second lap. It must be like a 2-mile oval or something that they got Charlotte set up as. Because even when I raced it seemed bigger than Atlanta. It seemed bigger than Texas, which has the same configuration. It's a dogleg 1.5 miles. Seemed wider as well. I feel like Charlotte's somewhat narrow from my memory. That was not forward position. I have a feeling this next one is not either. Y'all still hanging in there? Yep, that was not forward position. But it still feels pretty good to pass Jeff Gordon, even if I am a lap behind him. Y'all know what those orange things are in the infield? I don't know what they are. Let me know in the comments if you know what they are. That was not forward position. Once you get high, it's hard to get back down. Yeah. A lot of marbles up there. That's kind of a nice thing about this game, is it's realistic in that aspect. I'd really like to know the interval between me and 9th place. That was not forward position. So I feel 9th place is at least same speed or faster than me, because I feel like I would have caught them by now. I've been out here for a while since my pit stop and still haven't caught them. Phew, we're nearing the end of the race. Okay, well, that wasn't them, so I don't think I'm going to catch them. I had my fastest lap of the race recently. That's kind of interesting. .42.887, less than 43 seconds. I'm on a rail. Alright, probably 2 to go. Should be seeing the leader take the white flag here soon. Wow, that was 9th place.
One more lap
Oh, the leader
go.
just took the lead. I mean, took the lap, 1 lap to go. So I'm barely 1 lap down. We're too far behind to catch anybody else, or get our lap back. All right, we got a top 10. Woo! That's Coke 600. Man. That was a long Coke 600 too. We were the first one and 1 lap down. Terry Labonte won the race. Hour and 14-minute race. Wow, that was a long one. Only 2 of us were 1 lap down. Several people multiple laps down. And Rusty Wallace, so he ended up being out of the race. That's probably why we moved up an extra spot there. So Terry Labonte wins over 4.2 seconds over Mark Martin. No cautions. Sterling Marley in third. Jeff Gordon fourth. Kenny Wallace gets top 5. Bill Elliott, Bobby Labonte, and Dale Jarrett last one on the lead lap. Then us and Johnny Benson there, 1 lap down and 9th and 10th. So pretty interesting. Looks like we lost another spot in the standings to Mark Martin. We're now 6th. So this is tough for us. Yeah, and probably the only top 6 can probably now go for the championship. We're at the back part of that. Another race or so, we might be out of a chance of winning it. But realistically, I think it's there between Terry, Jeff, and Bobby. I don't think Dale, Mark, and I really have a fight for it. But if we just turn on the wick, we might be able to. All right, next up is Fancy Race at Pine Ridge. Only 18 laps there. We'll see you all there.